Good morning, dear students. How are you all? This is your English lesson. In today's lesson, you are going to have a recap on the reading of Submarine Adventure, and then you are going to do written work. So are you ready to start the lesson? Okay, let's start the lesson with the learning objectives. Read the learning objectives with me loudly. Can I describe title cover using verbs and adjectives? Can I write a reason for important events in the story? Students will be able to know more about the topic by watching a video. I know all of you must be eager to know how do a submarine work. So let me tell you, submarines float on the surface by using ballast tanks full of air. So there are ballast tanks in a submarine which helps these submarines to float on the surface of the water. So let me tell you what is ballast tank in detail. A ballast tank is a compartment within a boat, ship or other floating structure that holds water, which is used as ballast to provide stability for a vessel. So it makes the submarine stable. Using water in a tank provides easier weight adjustment than the stone or iron ballast used in older vessels. So it's very useful for submarines. There are valves at the top of the ballast tanks that are opened when it's time for the submarine to submerge. So when it is going to submerge in the water or it is going down in the water, so the special valves in it opened. As the air escapes, seawater comes in the bottom of the tank. It makes the sub heavier and then it submerges. So sub becomes heavier after that and it submerges in the water. So isn't it amazing? Let's watch a video on how do a submarine work.
Baby TV.
Submarine. Submarine goes underwater. It has a propeller at the back, which pushes it forward in the water. Submarine also has a periscope which shows what's happening above the surface.
Dear students, do you know why was submarine invented? Okay, let me tell you. Submarine has the great advantage of its ability to stay hidden. We all know this. When the submarine is submerged in water, no one can find it. So the submarine was used as a tool of warfare. So it was invented as a tool of warfare. So whenever there used to be a war, people use submarines to attack their enemies. It was very easy for a submarine, like it is hidden. So the people sitting in the submarine, they can attack their enemies by hiding under the water. So it was used as a tool in the wars. Now it's time for an intro starter activity. So are you ready, students? Let's start. For the intro starter activity, you are going to give a description of the title cover. So have a look at the title cover, all of you, and you are going to give a description of the title cover using verbs and adjectives. Have a look at it again. So, what can you see on the title cover? I'm waiting for your answer. Yes, you are right. On the title cover, there is a yellow submarine. What else is there? Yes, some fish, big and small. You can also see a gigantic shark. Who is sitting inside the submarine? Yes, we can see that the children and an old man, they are sitting in the submarine. Why are they looking out? They are looking out because they are amused by the sea creatures. Who is looking out of the window? Yes, Vilma is looking out of the window. You all are going to read with me. Open up page number 1. Wilf and Wilma had come to play at Biff and Chip's house. It was Wilf's birthday. So Wilf and Wilma had come to Biff's and Chip's house. Whose birthday was it? Yes, it was Wilf's birthday. As you can see in the picture, Biff has made a beautiful card for Wilf. And she is giving the card to Wilf, and Wilf is so happy. Happy birthday, Wilf, said Biff and Chip. So Biff and Chip both wished a very happy birthday to Wilf. They gave him a big card. So the card was from both of them, and it was a big card. Now come to page number 2. Wilf had a large box. So you can see in the illustration that Wilf is holding a large box. Large means big box. This is my birthday present, he said. So present means gift. So he said that this is my birthday present. Now, he wants to show this to everyone. Everyone looked inside the box. What is it? Asked Chip. So everyone started looking inside the box and Chip asked him, what is it? It looks like a submarine, said Biff. And Biff guessed that it looks like a submarine. So dear students, you are going to look at the illustrations carefully because I can ask you any question by showing you any illustration. So that's why you are going to have a look at the illustrations carefully. Now come to the next page. It's a kind of submarine, said Wilf. It explores the seabed. So Wilf said that yes, it's a kind of submarine and a submarine can explore the seabed. Do you know what is the meaning of explores? Okay, let me tell you. Explore means to travel to a place in order to find something about it. So it can explore the seabed. Submarine can explore or travel to the seabed. Seabed is the bottom of the sea. That's right, said Wilma. And Wilma said, yes, he is right. It goes to the bottom of the sea. What a brilliant present, said Biff. So Biff liked the present a lot and she said, what a brilliant present. Now you can notice the usage of inverted commas. So what a brilliant present is enclosed in inverted commas as it is the spoken words And we know that whenever there are spoken words, we enclose the words in the inverted commas. And you can see an exclamation mark also because, yes, she is showing the strong feeling to like that present. That's why there is an exclamation mark. Here, brilliant means bright. You know what is the other meaning for brilliant? Brilliant also means talented or clever. But here it means bright and it is a adjective. Yes, you are right. Now come to page number 4. The submarine looked like a car. It had big windows and it had headlights. So why it looked like a car? Because just like a car, it had big windows and also headlights. Wilf put the headlights on. So Wilf was putting the headlights on to show it to Chip. It's brilliant, said Chip. So Chip said it's brilliant. So after putting the headlights on, it has become more bright. Chip liked the gift too. Do you like the gift or not? I liked it so much. It's my favorite submarine. Students, you are going to read page number 4 and on page number 4 you are going to underline the sentence with the conjunction. Remember, we have done conjunctions before? Okay, you can do it. Do it quickly. Yes, you are right. There is a conjunction in this sentence. Read the sentence with me. It had big windows and it had headlights. So which is the conjunction? And is the conjunction. Very good. Now come to page number 5. Biff looked at the magic key. Suddenly it began to glow. Suddenly means at once. So when Biff looked at the magic key, it started glowing. Now look at the illustration. The children are becoming smaller. We all know this, that whenever the magic starts, they become smaller and smaller and they have to enter the magic house. It was time for a new adventure. So adventure is an exciting trip. So it was time for a new adventure. I wonder where the key will take us, said Wilf. So Wilf was just wondering that where the key is going to take them this time. Let's see. Come to page number 6. The magic took the children to the sea, where there were lots of boats. So you can see in the illustration that this time they have come for the adventure to the sea and they can see lots of boats there. You know what else they saw there? Chip pointed to a yellow submarine. Look at that one, he said. It looks just like Wilf's submarine. Now, he said that it looked just like Wilf's submarine. Remember, Wilf has got a gift and he pointed to that submarine. Let's see what happened next. The children went to look at the submarine. I wish we could look inside, said Chip. So they went near the submarine and Chip wanted to go inside it. Just then a hatch began to open and a man looked out. What happened? A hatch began to open. A hatch is a door in a ship or a submarine and it opened and a man came out. Come to page number 8 now. The man peered at them. What is peered? Peered means to look with difficulty or concentration. So you can see that an old man came out of the hatch, looked out of it, and you can see the old man in the illustration and he is wearing spectacles. So that's why he looked at them with difficulty. Hello, he said. I'm Professor Tangle. So what was his name? His name was Professor Tangle. How do you do? Said Wilf. So Wilf said, how do you do means how are you? My new crew, said Professor Tangle. And Professor Tangle thought that they are asking that, or telling, you can say, we are your new crew. Who is crew? Crew is a group of people who work on a ship or in a submarine. So he thought that they are his new crew. You look a bit young. And he was just thinking that they look so young. So Professor Tangle asked the children, you look so young and you are my new crew. Actually, you can see that Professor Tangle is an old man and he was unable to hear properly. So he misheard this and they asked him, how do you do? And he thought that they are asking him, we are your new crew. Let's go to page number 9. We are not your new crew, shouted Wilf. So Wilf said, we are not your new crew. How do you do? We are asking you, how are you or how do you do? Professor Tangle didn't hear properly. He got things muddled up. Muddled up means mixed up. Because he is an old man, that's why he isn't able to hear properly. You know what to do, he said. That's good, get on board. So he invited them to get on board, went on the professor, and tell me your names. I'm Biff, said Biff, and this is Wilma. This is Wilf and this is Chip. So the children introduced themselves to Professor Tangle and tell him their names turn by turn. Now, you are going to read page number 9 and you will find pronouns from it. Remember what are pronouns? Yes, pronouns are used instead of nouns. For example, I, you, he, they, she, me. Now it's your turn. Find the pronouns and tell me. Very good. So there are two pronouns on page number 9, he and you. Clap for yourselves, everyone. No, it's not a ship, said the professor. It's a diving machine. We know that, said Wilf. So again Professor Tangle misheard them and he said them, no, for your kind information, it's not a ship. It's a diving machine, or you can say submarine. Wilf said, yes, we already know this thing. We have never been in one, said Wilma, and we are not your new crew. So Wilma informed Professor Tangle that we are not your new crew and we want to visit your submarine because we have never been in one before. You flew? So you can see, students, again Professor Tangle has misheard them and he said the children told them that we are not your new crew and he said you flew? Okay, you can fly. So can you see that crew and flew, it rhymes with each other? Said Professor Tangle, I didn't see an aeroplane, now shall we go? So he was thinking that they have come by an aeroplane and he said, no, I haven't seen an aeroplane. So how can you fly? Now shall we go? Now he said, shall we go to the boat now? Everyone smiled and they all climbed into the submarine. So they started smiling and they climbed into the submarine finally. Okay, students, you are going to pay attention on the sequencing of the events also. Maybe I'll give you a question on sequencing, that which event is the first one in the story and which is the second one and so on. So you have to pay attention on this thing as well. Now come to page number 13. Professor Tangle shut the hatch. Shut means closed. So Professor Tangle shut the door in the submarine. There's not much room, said Wilma. Here room means space. This is not that room, which you can say bedroom. Here room means space. So Wilma said, it's a very small submarine and there's not much space. No, said Biff. I hope it doesn't leak. So Biff was afraid that if it would leak, what will happen then? Of course you can speak, said the professor. Again, Professor Tangle misheard Biff. She said, I hope it doesn't leak. And Professor Tangle misheard her saying, of course you can speak. And you can see that leak and speak are rhyming words here. Isn't it funny? Okay, come to page number 14. Professor Tangle started the engines. It's time to dive, he said. The submarine went under the water. Clop, 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 it went. Everyone looked out of the window. Now everyone started looking out of the window. You can see in the illustration. It's going deep down. And you can see that in the illustration there is a chest, a treasure chest. Maybe some passerby ship has lost it. It was drowned in the sea, and remember, people used to have treasure in this type of treasure chest in the old times. There is an anchor, you can say, and you can say fish, so many seaweeds, and you can also see a bone there. Oh my God. Now come to page number 15. They could see fish everywhere. It's wonderful, said Chip. It's amazing to be under the sea. You can't see, said Professor Tangle. Look out of the window then. So they were appreciating the marine life under the sea, and the children were enjoying the adventure, and they were saying it's wonderful, it's amazing to be under the sea. And Professor Tangle misheard them, and he said that you can't see. You can look out of the window, then you'll be able to see clearly. Isn't it so funny? Okay, now come to page number 16. Come on, crew, said Professor Tangle. Time to do some work. Now, Professor Tangle wants all of them to do some work. Push that button, Biff. Press that handle, Wilf. Pull that lever, Chip. So he is assigning them different work. Can you see that? Button, handle, and lever, they all are related words to the submarine. Yes, you can find these things in the submarine. Dear students, find two prepositions from page number 15. Remember, we have recently done prepositions. So what are prepositions? Yes, you are right. Prepositions are the position words. For example, under, on, in, into. Now it's your turn to find prepositions. Waiting for your answer. So, there are two prepositions on page number 15, under and out. We are not the crew, yelled Biff. Yell means shouted. Things might go wrong. So, Biff said, we are not your crew. Sing a song, said Professor Tangle. There's no time for that. There's far too much to do. So Professor Tangle thought that they wanted to sing a song, and he said, no, it's not time for not the proper time for singing a song. There are other important things to do. Now come to page number 18. The submarine began to dive. It went deeper and deeper. Clop, 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 it went. Where are we heading? Heading means going. Shouted Chip. Will we dive deep? So now Chip is asking where we are going. Shall we dive deep? We can go more deeper than this or not? Read page number 19, all of you. No, you can't go to sleep, said Professor Tangle. You are the crew. You have to stay awake. We are going to dive deep. This thing scares me, said Wilma. So Professor Tangle warned them that you are not going to sleep as you have come here to work because you are my new crew. We are going to dive deep now And Wilma said, oh, this thing scares me a lot that we are going to go more deeper than this. The submarine went deeper and deeper. Clop, clop, clop it went. Everyone looked out of the window. I can see a shark, said Wilma. It is getting dark, said the professor. So Professor thought that Wilma is saying it is getting dark. Wilma said this? No, Professor misheard her. Wilma said, I can see a shark. Now Wilma is looking at a shark.
When it got dark, Professor Tangle told the children to put the lights on. But the lights were not working. Oh, help! Oh no, Professor. What they are going to do now?
No, I don't need clean socks, said the professor. Now where's that fuse? He began to look for his toolbox. Now in a toolbox they were having lots of helping tools which can help them in the submarine in case of any emergency. So now where's that fuse? So the Professor Tangle started looking for the fuse in the toolbox. Look out, yelled Chip, we are going to crash. So Chip was afraid because he thought that they are going to crash. Professor Tangle pushed a button and he pulled a lever. The submarine didn't crash, it just missed the rocks. Phew, that was close, said Wilma. So they were very close to a rock, but they were very lucky that they didn't crash in the rock and they missed the rock. There was a cave ahead of them. The submarine was heading for it. Slow down, Professor, called Wilf. We are heading for a cave in the rocks. Now they are going to go in the cave. Yes, it was in the box, said the professor. He held up the fuse. So Professor Tangle was successful in finding the fuse as it was getting very, very dark. So he found the fuse. And he held up the fuse and showed it to everyone. Professor, slow down, yelled Wilf, we are going into a cave. So Wilf warned Professor that please slow down the submarine as we are going to enter the cave. Now let's see what happens in the cave. Well, why didn't you say so? Asked Professor Tangle. We did better slow down. So Professor Tangle complained that why didn't the children tell him this thing before? He pulled a lever and the submarine slowed down just in time. So he pulled the lever and the submarine slowed down. The submarine went into the cave. Professor Tangle put the new fuse in. All the lights came on. The cave shone and sparkled. Shone and sparkled means it started shining or twinkling. There were diamonds all over the walls, as there were diamonds all over the walls. So the cave started shining. Wow! Students, you can see that the cave is full of diamonds. Do you want to visit the cave? Okay, now you will pay attention to the reason of anything, any event. Like I can ask you, why did the cave shone and sparkled? So you can tell me the reason for it. The cave shone and sparkled because there were diamonds all over the walls. I can give you a question like this. So be attentive. Diamonds. I'm rich, said the professor. So Professor Tangle was so excited to look at the diamonds. And he said, I'll be a rich man now. But you can't get at them, said Biff. Biff said, you can't get them. Oh, bother, said Professor Tangle. Suddenly the walls of the cave began to shake. Shake means move. What happened? The walls of the cave started shaking. Rocks and stones fell all around them. And rocks started falling all around them. You can see in the illustration. We must get out, said the professor. Full speed ahead. Oh no, we aren't going to make it, said Wilma. And Wilma was so frightened. And Professor Tangle said, we have to speed up the submarine so as to get out of this dangerous cave. Let's see what happened next. The submarine got out just in time. So they were very lucky as the submarine got out of the cave just in time. Phew, that was close, said Biff. We are sorry you couldn't get the diamonds, Professor, said Chip. Just then the key began to glow. So they were sorry that the professor wasn't able to get the diamonds. They were sorry for it. And just then the key started glowing. The magic took them back to Biff's room. That was a good adventure, said Chip. We must go home for tea, said Wilma. What's that? Joked Wilf. You want to go back to sea? Now you can see they are back. And Wilf is joking. What's that? You want to go back to sea? Whereas Wilma said we must go home for tea. So Wilf is acting like Professor Tangle. And he started mishearing the things. So did you enjoy the story? I enjoyed it a lot. Let's explore the ocean with Bi-Lip Submarine. Are you ready?
Animals in the ocean, animals in the sea, animals in the ocean, so many animals to see.
I see a jellyfish in the sea. I see a seahorse in the sea. I see a whale in the sea, so many animals to see. I see a dolphin swimming around. I see a turtle swimming around. I see a starfish hanging around, so many animals to see.
Animals in the ocean, animals in the sea, animals in the ocean, so many animals to see.
I see an octopus squirting its ink. I see a shark with big sharp teeth. I see a stingray looking sleek, so many animals to see. I see an orca in the sea. I see crabs in the sea. I see a blobfish. Ooh, is it looking at me? So many animals to see.
Animals in the ocean, animals in the sea, animals in the ocean, so many animals to see.
I see an oyster with the pearl inside. I see a giant squid with giant squid eyes. I see a flatfish flat as a dime, so many animals to see. I see a manatee, the cow of the sea. I see a clownfish looking silly. I see an anglerfish, ooh, it looks scary. So many animals to see.
Animals in the ocean, animals in the sea, animals in the ocean, so many animals to see. Animals in the ocean, so many animals to see.
It's time for the plenary or chapter wrap-up. Read the story and find words that are related to submarines. So dear students, when we were reading the story, we came across a lot of words that are related to submarines. So you are going to find those words. I'm waiting for your answer. So here are the words that are related to submarines. Diving machine. A submarine is a diving machine. Crew. Hatch. Engines. dive, button, lever, handle, switch, fuse and toolbox. Now dear students, get ready for the written work. You are going to do it in literature notebooks. So write Friday, classwork in the middle, and date, that is 7th May 2021 is the year. Prepare your page quickly. After writing day, classwork and date, you are going to write the topic, and that is submarine adventure. And after that, yes, you are right, you are going to write the learning objective. Can I write a reason for important events in the story? Question is, write a reason for each of the following important events in the story. So for each, you are going to write a reason why these events happened. Okay, now come to number 1. Wilf had a large box because. Number 2. Biff looked at the magic key because. Number 3. Chip pointed to a yellow submarine because. Number 4. Professor Tangle told the children to get on the board because. Number 5 is look out, yelled Chip because. It's very easy, you can do it. Okay, now here is the answer key and you can check your answers. Wilf had a large box because it was his birthday and he got a toy submarine in that large box. Do you remember that? Now come to number 2. Biff looked at the magic key because it started glowing and a new adventure began. Number 3. Chip pointed to a yellow submarine because it was just like Wilf's toy submarine. Number 4 is Professor Tangle told the children to get on the board because he thought that they are his new crew. Do you remember that? Okay, now come to the last one. Look out, yelled Chip because the submarine was going to crash in a nearby rock. So I think all your answers are correct. Dear students, goodbye. Have a good day.